I love to see other people dance other dances. I even join in on the fun.
Yeah.
But there is a point in time where you have to look at the crowd. And yes, there might be 5 people out there having the time of their lives. But there's also like 100 people sitting out or standing waiting for the next tanda. So
Yeah.
which one is better? The 5 people really enjoying it or the 100 people that are like, come on, let's go. All right, welcome back. We're here to talk about tango music, but tango music at festivals and marathons. And so, I don't know about you, but I feel like a lot of times there are a lot of disappointing sets at festivals and marathons that I go to.
Well, the question is it a disappointing set because your favorite dancers weren't there? Or is it because the music didn't jive for you to dance with your favorite dancers?
Okay, so we're both DJs, and you know that you need to DJ to the crowd, and you can't control who's in the crowd, of course. And sometimes your night might be great because of the dancers you dance with, and the music could be secondary, and you just, for whatever reason, thought it was because of the music.
Mm-hmm.
Yes? But I feel like lots of times, maybe I'm just so particular with the music that I'm just so let down by like so many DJs that have these big reputations and have DJed all throughout the world, and I'm just like, my local Malanga, I hear better sets. Like, what is that?
Okay, so here's the other thing. Is it just what you're used to and that's what you want? Because that's also another thing too, because I mean, like, what they want in Europe and what they want in Argentina is definitely different than what they want in LA. And I think that's a hard thing to kind of differentiate.
That's a good point because we really hold anyone that comes from outside of the country. We just like, oh, check out DJ from Korea. Oh, check out DJ from Argentina. Oh, check out this DJ from Greece. Like they're whatever you're from, like they're just like a huge
It's a huge
boost.
draw. Yeah, because it's like you've never seen it before. You know, they're traveling across the country. It's like that notoriety of like, oh my God, Argentine teacher coming in. It must be hot stuff, you know. And they could be worse than your local teacher. You never know. But there is that draw on like that idea that someone's paying this guy or lady to travel across the world to your hometown,
Right,
and DJ a festival. So if they're putting that much money into it, they should be worth it, right?
they're usually not paying for that. They're usually just happen to be in that area.
I know, but that's the idea. The idea is like, oh my God, like, like they're paid some guy to fly in from Korea. I mean, it makes me wonder. Like the LA Marathon has that one Korean DJ, and I'm considering going for that day just because I'm curious about this Korean DJ.
So, but I mean, there's nothing like that. What could you possibly do? Like the music is the music, you know?
Yeah, but sometimes it's just like the right order, the right something. Maybe they feel out the vibe more. They're more into the vibe. I don't know, but I know what, like, it's one of those things where I know it when I see it, or I guess, or I know it when I hear it, and I think that's the thing is that. When I hear it, I'm like, this is a great DJ. And there are DJs who are consistently good, and then it might be that one bad off night.
So the question is actually, would you prefer a DJ to just play all the hits, all the classics? You see all the performers, they dance to these kind of songs. Or do you want to be surprised, to be like, oh, what was that? What orchestra was that? Do you like what is... Because I feel like sometimes DJs, and we're both DJs, like I said, we tend to overthink ourselves, especially in a big moment. I've seen this oftentimes. I want to be at a festival. I will play that version that you've never heard before. Yeah, for good reason. We haven't heard that version before. You know, we don't want to dance to that version.
Yeah.
Why are you playing that version?
Yeah.
Yes.
But there's that. But then there's also like, sometimes I do like to be surprised, you know, not like, there's that bad version of, let's say, I don't know, of Recuerdo. And I'm like, oh, why didn't you just play the Pugliese one, you know? But I think what it really comes down to is that for me, it's like the stars aligning, you know? And if you play like the classics, you know, even though it might not be as exciting, it's a safer bet.
Yes,
You know?
because it's familiar music. We want to dance. If we're going to dance with strangers at a festival, people we don't know, or people we haven't seen in a while, we want to be inspired by the music we know.
Yeah.
You know?
But sometimes there's that Hail Mary, man.
Well,
You know? No, I'm not kidding. Okay.
how often does that work?
Yeah, but you know what? But it's because it's so emotional
Yeah.
that it just might just change everything. Like there was a great dancer I met at the last SoCal. Just total fluke, and there was just this magical time that just happened. Right time, eyes met, had a great tanda, had a great Jack and Jill with her, and it was like, oh wow, now we're gonna do a rhythmic one, or, now we're gonna do a melodic one. It was great, loved it, and I think that I had a great time at SoCal, but those tandas with her really set the bar high, and it was just. It's not like the DJ had a psychic link to my brain and says, Rob wants to hear this. It was just like, it was just happenstance. And those happenstance moments makes me go, ooh, nice, And then sometimes, something might be from left field and you have that dancer who's like, oh, they could express this. Like, let's say someone decides to play Piazzolla at a festival. And
I love Piazzolla.
I know you do.
I do.
But here's the thing: it's like not everyone can dance the Piazzolla. Are you gonna take a rookie to dance Piazzolla?
I'll be dancing very slow.
but here's the thing: but across the room, you have some magical connection with some girl, and you're like, yes.
Okay, well, I think let's just talk about DJ philosophy. So my whole tango DJing upbringing was that the tango DJ is that person that you really don't even realize is the DJ in the room. That the event just happens and you're not even aware that the DJ's there. The music's just playing. You go seamlessly from tanda to tanda. And after the end of the night, you're just like, wow, that was a great night. The music was great. That was my aspiration to be that DJ. Now, the other side of the spectrum is the DJ who standing on the table like, hey, DJ Derek, yeah. Look, that kind of thing where it's like, I'm here, this is my music, this is my set, You have that on the other side of the spectrum. And I'm wondering, does that have an effect on your dancing at the festival? Like, oh wow, he's really into it. Like, do you care if the DJ is really into it, or do you just care about the music?
So this is a tough one. This is almost like saying, do the cortinas matter?
The cortinas definitely do matter. Absolutely.
So in a sense, if the cortinas matter, why, like the DJs being rambunctious should matter too, shouldn't it? Because that's part of the whole entertainment.
Vibe and mood and transition.
Because if let's just pretend I'm DJing at like the senior center of tango, and everyone's like the Walking Dead out there, like they're expecting Donata all day and all night, it's just like 1920s. That's what they're expecting.
Okay.
And I want to jive it up a bit. I want people to start dancing into the 40s. I want people to start expressing themselves.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on the table. I'm gonna I'm gonna do my macho man. Ooh yeah, you're gonna love this, Tanya.
Rip your shirt off.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the pyrotechnics, man. but here's the thing though. It's like everything has its place, and you have to know how to play the game. So, if it's like a super party, where it's almost like a rave, and people are playing the full song tanda, the full song cortinas. Maybe that's more appropriate.
I hate that.
I know you hate it, but
I hate it.
I know.
I want to dance. Like, why are you playing the whole cortina? Well, we have very limited time, and I come late. You know this.
I know you come late.
Like, I only have 2 hours. Those cortinas are taking like half of my time.
Yeah, I hear you. But here's the thing, though. What if you also dance swing, and what if you also dance, cumbia?
True.
Then it's like, oh, hey, I like this Cecilia Cruz.
Don't get me wrong. I love to see other people dance other dances. I even join in on the fun.
Yeah.
But there is a point in time where you have to look at the crowd. And yes, there might be 5 people out there having the time of their lives. but there's also like 100 people sitting out or standing waiting for the next tanda. So which one is better? The 5 people really enjoying it, or the 100 people that are like, come on, let's go?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you kind of have to, know the landscape. If I'm gonna do anything, I'm gonna do some research on the landscape. Let's say, like, if I ever get invited to Europe, for example, I'm gonna call my buddies in Europe, like, hey, what do you guys listen to out there?
You listen to tango music?
No, I know, but are they more like 60s people? Are they more the 40s people? Are they more the 20s? What's the mixed ratio like? And like there are like, to me, like there are some cardinal sins that happen that a lot of European DJs do, but like you come over here and like, oh man, don't do that.
What's the cardinal sin?
Well, our favorite one, the pugliese after the milonga.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
I like to warm up. I like to get it going. And it's like if you have that perfect dance and the pugliese goes on, it's like, hey, let's stay up for the second. Then that's magic,
Yeah, because I need to warm up, especially because I usually take breaks on the milonga tandas. I used to love milonga, but milonga tanda is usually my break time. And then if you play pugliese, it's like, oh, I love pugliese, but I need to get warmed up here.
Yeah.
Why are you playing that right after the milonga?
Yeah.
And then what do you follow pugliese with? In the traditional tango valse, tango milonga structure that most DJs follow?
Troilo?
True. I guess Troilo can follow that. But I mean...
Gobi?
Oh my gosh. You're on very limited options, especially depending on what time of the night it is.
Yeah, that's true. And also depends what kind of pugliese you're talking about also.
Yes, that is true. There are some DJs that make every tanda sound the same. It's incredible. It's like, how did you make pugliese sound like Canaro, and Canaro sounds like Donato, and Desarle sounds like... You found every song that has the same energy level, and it sounded like the same tanda again and again and again. And I don't get that. Like, are you trying to like conserve dancer energy? Is that the strategy?
Yeah. Okay, but here's the other thing. Like, so one of the criticism I get is that, Rob, you play too much like stuff in a row that they get tired. Like they
you just go all out, like bang, bang,
like,
bang.
Yeah, I'm going
Tarienzo, pugliese.
Yeah, I'm going fireworks.
Fastballs.
Okay, maybe not fastballs, but I mean, that's why I love. I like to think about like fireworks. Where like you shoot a few rockets here, shoot a few rockets there, then you build up to that crescendo where it's like, I hope you got the stamina because it's gonna be 5 bangers in a row. But at the same time, it's like, so that's where I think when people are just put out bangers, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe that 3-minute cortina is nice because then you can sit for like 2 to 3 minutes and have your little break. It's not a 12-minute break because it's not another tanda you're sitting out on.
Yes.
But it's like, it's a banger. Like, if this guy's just like fire all day, all night, like, every single tanda is a hit.
Okay, that is the exception. Okay. I'll even play that. Like after a fast milonga, I'll play like a full song of salsa or something.
Yeah.
Like, that's totally okay.
Yeah.
But every cortina, the full song?
Yeah, no, it should be every single cortina. Unless it's a full night of bangers.
A full night of bangers.
Yeah, it could happen.
I mean, it could, yeah. It's rare.
Yeah,
it's rare.
What's his name? The guy from Taiwan I really liked. Was it Ken?
Well, I will say a lot more festival DJs have become less conservative. Because I remember maybe like 7-8 years ago, you go to a festival or marathon, and everyone was super conservative. Like, nobody played anything close to like risky. Like, no late 50s. It's like very, very in the golden age only.
Yeah. But I think, I guess because back then it's a big deal, and it's still a big deal to play festivals. So it's like if you're a new festival DJ, yeah, do that. Like, be conservative. But when you already built a name, you've already been flown around a few times, then you've already got your name. I mean, you're gonna play something, people are gonna like it. So, but then that comes back to the whole idea that we were just talking about. Someone has their name that's so big, now it's like, are they tanking because they're just getting too experimental?
Yeah, well, I mean, once you're on the circuit already, I think you kind of just get lazy, right? You're just like, yeah, just my next just scramble it up together last minute.
Yeah, right? Well, okay, there's that. I haven't gotten there yet. But you know what? Actually, the one thing that really annoyed me the most this is a DJ do not for me. Like this to me is the major cardinal sin, more so than Pugliese after Milonga. Your favorite DJ. She played it out and like in the middle of the song. Like I'm like dancing, getting the groove in, and it's like your favorite tango DJ.
That was
like,
so annoying.
Like it's like okay, it's okay during the cortina. I'll let it pass during the cortina, but in the middle of the song.
Why is there an advertisement going on in my tango song when I'm dancing? I don't want to hear ads. Yeah. Can I pay for ad blocker or can I skip?
So that to me is like the massive cardinal sin.
That was terrible. I don't know, but it's just like, how do you? It's hard because once you get your name out there, it's hard to take people off the circuit.
Yeah.
People ride on that name forever.
Yeah.
And so it's hard for newer DJs to make it in the circuit because you have all the older, not older per se in age-wise, but just more experienced DJs that are already in the circuit.
The legacy.
The legacy. They're in by legacy.
Yeah. But here's the other thing. It's like when we get new organizers and new festivals, then we'll have more spots for new DJs.
That's true, because I feel like DJing is it's not more as your skill or level of ability. It's more of who you know and what favor can I do for you.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna hire you, Rob, so you can hire me at your festival.
Yeah, a little quid pro quo. You know,
so,
nothing wrong with that. I mean, who's that guy?
Scratch my back, scratch your back.
I
kind
know.
of thing.
Yeah. Like I mean, like why not? You know.
I mean, to each their own. The organizer has their every right to hire who they want to hire.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is unfortunate because, like, especially for people that really look at the DJing as a craft and an art and like look into it as a real skill, it's kind of sad.
Yeah, it is. But here's the thing: like, I mean, I always like this is the one distinction I'm going to make. There are great DJs. There are great DJs. There are good DJs, and then between great and good, there's average, and there's a big there's a big gap in between like average and good, and another big gap between good and great. So, you know, it's
How about from the comment section? Shout out to the great DJs in your opinion. We would love to hear your thoughts on who you believe are great DJs based on maybe experiences you've had at festivals or marathons. We would love to hear that in the comments.
Oh, definitely. And also, yeah, let's not go the other way.
Oh my God, we're gonna out some people. Who do you want off the circuit? Put that as no. We don't want.
Like, let's revoke the legacy card.
But it's interesting because how would you like if you're for a young DJ, upcoming DJ, what would you recommend to? What would you give them? What advice would you give them?
Well, what advice I'd give myself? Because I haven't DJed the festival yet. No, you also okay. I would say this.
Like it's their first starting out. They DJed their first milonga.
Yeah. Find out who the organizers are of festivals. Find out if they DJ, if they have a local milonga, local practica, and work it up there and just start talking to them and be friendly. A lot of it is about connections. I mean, I don't want to say it's nepotism, but in a sense it kind of is, you know, because you build your rapport with the organizers and all you gotta do is wait for that one day where like, you know, Mr. Legacy just couldn't pull through because they got something else to do. You know,
you're a last minute replacement.
Hey, I don't care, man. You know what? Like, hey, if I'm a bench warmer and someone's like, "Hey, Rob, you're up," I'm up, man. I don't care.
Get in the game.
Yeah, like, you know, dude, Rudy. I mean, seriously, I don't care. You know,
That's a great attitude to have.
You know, I mean, like, because you could be one of two things. You could be the guy who's great to work with, or you could be the guy who saved someone else's festival, you know. And who cares if it's like if it's a crap gig? Who cares if it's the afternoon? Who cares if it's like, you know, the free milonga on the beach where you get sand kicked into your laptop
5 years in a row?
You know, like you know what? Like that's the thing. It's like you know, go in there, have a good attitude, and you know that comes back in dividends. People remember you like, hey, this guy was easy to work with.
That's true.
Because like, you know, at the end of the day, there's not much difference between one good DJ from another good DJ, you know, and except how easy it is to work with somebody. And I think that goes a long way.
I also think if you're a good dancer and a well-respected social dancer, that helps your DJing career a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like if you could attract people, if you're very sociable and you say like, hey, I'm DJing here, and like 40 people sign up to that marathon. Yeah. That's a golden ticket there. I mean, hate to say it, money talks.
It does. But I mean, I never really went to a festival or marathon for the DJs. I'm going to be honest. I sign up for who's going to that event. And if they invite me and if I think there's going to be a lot of good dancers there, I'm there regardless of whoever is DJing.
Okay, but I'm going to say there are certain DJs I'm going to, there are DJs I'm going to avoid because I'm like, like that lineup looks kind of weak, right? But there's might be that one DJ I really like. I'm just drawing a blank right now.
Well, here's a good question. Would you rather be the DJ who on some occasions have great nights, but sometimes they're mediocre? Or would you rather be the DJ in the middle who's just like above average, solid every time, but never great, but also never bad?
You know, that's tough because I'd rather be more consistent and average.
Like, you know what you're going to get from Rob. It's right here down the middle.
Yep. I think that's what I am. I'm just average DJ, you know? And that's okay because, you know, I'll work my magic in other ways. You know, you need a Tango Uber with a DJ, I'm your man. You know?
It's interesting because I try to knock it out the park. So I try to like have some element of surprises. I try to give you the hits and try to keep you dancing. And so there's a chance that I might play too much high energy maybe or something. So, but I go for the chance to be great. Yeah. And maybe some people might not like it.
Yeah, but I think that's the other thing. Like, you know, you have more of a proven record than I have. You know, where you can actually make those calls. Like I mean, if I make a bad call, I'm not getting a job. You know, I was like, oh no, Rob's last one. Where like, you know, if you had a bad night, it's like, yeah, but that's one bad night out of 30.
Yeah.
You know, like I like, yeah. So I can't take that kind of risk, man. I'm gonna be tried, true, tested, man. It's just until I build myself up where you know I had like maybe like a lot of good nights in a row, and then I can be more experimental. Sure, but like I'm not that area yet.
All right. Well, that's it for this show on Tango DJing. Let us know how you feel in the comments, and yeah, we'll catch you on the next one.
Hey everybody, thank you for watching the latest left foot, right foot video. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and click that notification bell so you can keep up to date with everything that we're doing. It totally means a lot to us, and it would encourage us to continue and put out great content for all of you.